So, you've seen it, you've heard it, here it is, the 2002 Subaru Impreza non-turbo 2.5, according to my insurance company. What do we got here? I had if you haven't seen my previous videos, I had this car, the NA motor sitting over there, did itself over, started bleeding oil, replaced the main seal a couple times, had some sort of vacuum issue, wasn't really having it. I had the spare engine and the swap seemed pretty straightforward, and it was. I had to wait on a few things, so it ended up taking a little longer, being a little more expensive than I planned on, but let me show you what I did. The first thing you gotta do, okay, alright, you wouldn't really do this otherwise. You'd go and buy a WRX. What are the differences then and now? This has softer suspension, wee bit smaller brakes, and no limited slip in the back. Other than that, it's a WRX, 100%, except on the VIN code. So what I had to do was the subframe, basically the engine cradle that holds all this in place, needed to be cut, notched right about here, just so you could get the turbo up pipe to route the exhaust out. And there's no other magic to that. It goes up, the turbo's right here, and it feeds out the back next to the transmission. You have plenty of room, especially on the US market cars where the steering wheel column and everything isn't over on this side. You have a lot of room for that. So that was the only thing that really had to be modified. I went and I took the bumper and the fenders off. They replaced it with a stock wiring harness from a 2002 WRX. Everything really fit into place, except for this ABS harness right there. I don't know if that's a defect of, I don't know if that's my particular unit that's malfunctioning, I don't know. But what it is here you see this plastic clip. You should be able to slide it into the module to lock it into place so you have ABS, but I'm not able to do that, so I might have to swap the module. Doesn't really bother me. It's not too bad for the car. I've been able to deal with it even living on the mountain and everything. My brakes could probably use some replacement, but I've been doing okay so far. This is a radiator from a Forester 2004, the one that I used to have, the clips for everything. Yeah, everything's for, I'm a WRX, so I don't have a WRX radiator. I don't yet. So I had to use the Forester radiator was the only turbo one I had. The clips did not match up, so I had to hardwire this fan in here with this fancy high-tech modern technology switch for 69 cents. Great bargain. I have deleted the AC, or since I was messing with it, I didn't really feel the need to install the AC pump. A little bit of weight savings. I don't need AC in summer. Race car life. That belt needs to be replaced. It has an SPT intake, no name, or maybe just some eBay turbo inlet hose, turbo access catless downpipe, catless up pipe, no name. I think, I don't know. I haven't been able to spot one. But that's about it that's done to this car. Cobb stage 2, off the shelf. So nothing really crazy. But it has been a lot of fun, and it does, actually, I prefer it. This is a daily commuter car. I prefer it to the 2.5. Yesterday, my job is about 50 miles away. I did a 120-mile trip, round trip, yesterday in 1/4 tank of gas, which averages, north of 35 miles a gallon, which I did mostly on the highway. But either way, that's a pretty impressive figure, so especially for a car that you can have fun in. But that's what that is. I'm super proud of it. It's awesome. It functions like it should. I need to get ABS figured out. But other than that, I mean, little small things. Pretty sweet. That's all you really have to do for it. Any manual Impreza. That's basically what you would have to do for that. The only step would be you'd have to get a custom harness. But that's it. There's the project. I did it. There. Go do it yourself. It's awesome.